dear students, welcome back to our online learning session. See, in our previous lectures we have learned what is CR equation. So CR equation is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. We also learned what is harmonic function uxx plus uyy equal to 0 if the function satisfies this equation, then we say that it is harmonic. And what is analytic function? Analytic function is if it is analytic function if it is differentiable and if it satisfies CR equation. So now here we will go to the next part of analytic function and we will see some of the different type of examples and proof, which is again an important portion for examination point of view and also an important part in complex analysis. Okay, now let us move towards the example. The question is, show that for the function, our function is z bar cube upon mod z square for z not equal to 0 and function is 0 for z equal to 0. What we have to do here is the CR equations are satisfied at z equal to 0, but the function is not analytic at z equal to 0. Here we have to prove two things. What we have to prove? We have to prove that CR equations are satisfied. Okay, so first we will prove that CR equation condition is satisfied. Second thing, it is given that the function is not analytic. That means we have to prove that it is not differentiable. Okay, so now let us proceed towards the example, solution of example. See, now we know that z equal to x plus iy, then z bar will be equal to x minus iy. Okay, so here I can replace z bar by x minus iy, and we know that mod z equal to under root of x square plus y square, and it is the whole square of the same. Okay, now we will, in the numerator portion, we will use the formula of a cube minus b cube. So using the formula of a minus b whole cube, we get here x cube plus I y cube minus 3x square yi minus 3x y square upon, see here it is under root of x square plus y square whole square, and okay, so it will get cancelled and you are only left with x square plus y square. Now in the numerator portion, we will take real and imaginary parts together. See, a real part is x cube and minus 3x y square. Okay, and our imaginary part is, I am taking I common out here, y cube and minus 3x square y, and the denominator part will be as it is, x square plus y square. Now we know that for the function f of z, we are taking u plus iv. That means real part is u and imaginary part is v. So here real part will be uxy, that is x cube minus 3x y square upon x square plus y square, and the rest part, imaginary portion, will be y cube minus 3xy square upon x square plus y square. See, now for CR equation we are using one different formula because here it is asked at origin. So for this you have to remember this formula. We will take one by one. Okay, so first we will find del u by del x. Remember this formula. It is very simple. Limit x tends to 0, u of x0 minus u of 0 0 upon x. What you have to do here is, you have to put x as it is and you have to put 0 in place of y. So if this is your u over here, you will put x will be as it is, so x cube. When you put y equal to 0, this will get 0 and you are left with x cube upon x square. Okay, minus, when you put x and y both 0, the whole term will be 0, and this is as in the formula. So now this term will get cancelled, so you are left with x upon x, and x upon x is 1. So this is what? Del u upon del x, that is ux. Same way you have to find del u upon del y. So the formula is limit y tends to 0 u of 0y minus u of 0 upon y. So first you have to put 0 in place of x and y will be as it is. So you get here 0 upon y square, and when you put x and y both 0, you get here 0, and this y is as it is. So the numerator portion is whole 0, so your answer will be 0. Now next you have to find del v upon del x. Again the formula will be same, but you have to put the values in v of xy. Now limit x tends to 0, v of x0 minus v of 0 upon x. Again in place of y you have to put 0, and here you have to put both x and y 0. But where you have to put here? You have to put in v of xy, okay, in imaginary part. So here the numerator turns to be 0, so your answer will be 0. Similarly, we will find del v upon del y. So now limit y tends to 0, v of 0y minus v of 0 upon y. Again we will do the same thing. We will put 0 in place of x, and y will be as it is. So here you get y cube upon y square, and here both x and y terms you are putting 0, so the whole term will be 0, and this y will be as it is. Again here y square will get cancelled, you will be left with y by y. Y will get cancelled, so your limit will be 1. So here you can see that ux equal to vy. Ux was 1 and here vy is 1, so both are equal, and rest of the 2 are 0, so you can say that CR equations are satisfied. So one of the portion is done here. Now what you have to prove next? You have to prove that it is not differentiable. Okay, so remember this next formula, f dash 0 equal to limit z tends to 0 f of z minus f of 0 upon z minus 0. You have to remember this formula. Now f of z is, this is whole over f of z, okay, this is your f of z, and your z is x plus iy, no need to write 0, and f of 0 means if you put both x and y 0, your whole answer will turn towards 0, okay. So now you have to first find the limit, okay. See, if limit does not exist, you can say that the function is not differentiable. So we will take limit in 4 steps. This is our step 1. We have discussed this in the portion limit and continuity, okay. So first we will take step 1, that is x tends to 0 and y tends to 0. We will put here y equal to 0, so this all terms will get 0. So you are left with here x cube upon x square into x. So again this will get cancelled and you get your limit as 1. Our next step is you will interchange. You will put y tends to 0 and x tends to 0 in this equation. So when you put x tends to 0 first, this all terms will get 0. Here only iy cube will be left. Same way in the denominator, x square will be 0. You are left with y square and iy. Again this will get cancelled and you will get your limit as 1. So in step 1 and step 2 are equal, so we can move towards step 3. So step 3 was limit x tends to 0 and y tends to mx. First you will put y tends to mx. You have to put y equal to mx in every term. See here I have substituted y equal to mx in each and every term. Okay. Now I am simplifying it. See, this will turn toward, this whole term can be written as 3m square x cube This can be written as m cube x cube. This we can be written as mx cube. Okay. Now what I will do is I will take x common out. See here, from every term we can take x cube common. So here I have taken x cube common. Similarly, from the denominator side, from the first term I can take x square common, and from the second term I will take x common. So this will get cancelled easily, and you are just left with the term 1 minus 3m square plus I into m cube plus 3m upon 1 plus m square into 1 plus m. Now m is a variable, it can be any number. Okay, so here it does not state that its value is 1. So in step 1 our value was 1, and in step 2 our value was 1, but step 3 our value is not 1. So we can say that limit does not exist, and if limit does not exist, the function is not differentiable. Therefore, according to our question, we can say that f of z is not analytic since CR equations are satisfied. Okay, so this type of example can be solved by these formulas. Let us take one more example of the same time. See, the whole question is same. You have to show that it is not analytic but CR equations are satisfied. What is our function? Our function is f of z equal to under root mod of xy. See, now from here you can see that here only real part is given. That means only u is given. What is our u? Our u is under root of mod xy, and imaginary part is 0, so v will be equal to 0. So your example turns to be very easy now. So at origin, first thing you have to do is del u upon del x. So limit x tends to 0, our formula will be u of x0 minus u of 0 0 upon x. You will put y equal to 0, this whole term will be equal to 0. So the numerator term is 0, therefore del u upon del x will be equal to 0. In the same way, limit y tends to 0, so formula is u of 0y minus u of 0 0 upon y. Again, if you put x equal to 0, your whole term will become 0. If you put x and y both 0, again your term will be 0. Therefore, del u upon del y will be equal to 0. Now for the function v, del v upon del x, limit x tends to 0. Same formula, v of x0 minus v of 0 0 upon x. But our whole v is 0. So again you will get your limit as del v upon del x equal to 0. In the same way, del v upon del y, you will use the formula limit y tends to 0, v of 0y minus v of 0 0 upon y. But our whole function v is 0, so your final answer will be 0. So from here you can see that CR equation condition is satisfied, that is ux equal to vy and uy equal to minus vx. So CR equation is satisfied. Now next what you have to do is you have to show that it is not differentiable. That means you have to show that limit does not exist. For that we will use this formula. F dash 0 equal to limit z tends to 0, f of z minus f of 0 upon z minus 0. So our f of z is under root of mod xy, f of 0 that will be 0, z is x plus iy, and limit z tends to 0, that means we have to take 4 steps, okay, like we have done in previous example. First we will take limit x tends to 0 and y tends to 0. If I put y equal to 0 here, numerator will become 0. Same way, denominator only x will be left. But if numerator is 0, your answer will be 0. Now step 2. In step 2, limit y tends to 0 and x tends to 0. So first if I put x equal to 0, whole portion will become 0 and in denominator only iy will be left. Okay, so numerator is 0, therefore your limit will be 0. Now again step 1 is equal to step 2, so now we will move towards step 3. So what is our step 3? Our step 3 is limit x tends to 0, y tends to mx. I will put here y equal to mx in numerator and denominator. Now see, here in under root we are having x square. So if I take it outside, you will get x, and from denominator I am taking x common. X will get cancelled. You are only left with under root of mod m upon 1 plus im. Now again, m is not any fixed number, but m can be any number 0 or other than 0. So step 1 is equal to step 2, but it is not equal to step 3. So we can say that limit does not exist and function is not differentiable. Hence we can say that according to our question, f of z is not an analytic, although CR equation is satisfied. So these were two different examples based on analytic function and CR equation. Now we will move towards one different example, or you can say proof. There are two proofs which are important for also examination point of view. See, our function here given is w equal to f of z is a regular function of z. That means you can write f of z equal to u plus iv, right? Now next, what do you have to prove? That you have to prove here that del square u upon del x square plus del square upon del y square log mod f dash z equal to 0. This is what you have to prove. And what is our function over here? Our function is this. Log mod f dash z is our function. Okay, so if we are taking our function w as f of z, but our function here is what? Log f dash z. Now what I will do here is I will multiply and divide by 2. So I am multiplying and dividing by 2. According to the general logarithmic rule, I can take this 2 to the power of mod f dash square. So I can write this 2 over here. Now next, see, now this is again a basic formula for complex number. For f dash z whole square, you can write here f dash z into f dash z bar. This is the formula, you have to remember it. Okay. Now log a plus b can be written as log a plus log b. Log of a into b can be written as log a plus log b. So I can write this using the formula of simple logarithm. Now see, I will differentiate this equation. I have named this as w. I will differentiate this equation with respect to z bar. With respect to z bar. Okay. So 1 by 2 will be as it is. Now here we are not seeing any z bar. So this is constant. So differentiation of constant is 0. So this term will be 0. I have to only differentiate this particular term. So how I will differentiate this? Now we know that differentiation of log x is what? 1 upon x. So I can write differentiation of this term as 1 upon f dash z bar. Again I have to differentiate this particular term. Okay, so differentiation of f dash z bar will be what? F double dash z bar. Now next, I will differentiate this particular equation with respect to z. I am differentiating this particular equation with respect to z. So here you are not seeing any part or any term of z. So this whole term will be constant. So this will be equal to 0. We name this equation 1. See, now this is one result. Del square upon del x square plus del square upon del y square w equal to 4 del square w upon del z del bar. Now I will put this value in the above equation 1. So in place of this whole term I will put here this del square upon del x square plus del square upon del y square w equal to 0. Now in the starting of the question we have proved that, we have written that w equal to log f dash z equal to 0. Hence our proof is over here. So in such type of examples you have to go step by step. It will be very easy examples, but you have to go step by step. What you are given, what you have to prove over here, and what are your basic concept of complex analysis. Now let us see one more example. See, here you are given that f of z is analytic. See, if f of z is analytic, then it must be harmonic function. So this you need to remember. If f of z is analytic function, then it must be an harmonic function. Okay, so you have to remember this thing. Now you have to prove that del square upon del x square plus del square upon del y square into mod of r is real part of f of z whole square equal to 2f dash z mod square. We will go one by one. Okay, from where we will start? We will start from LHS side. See, now we know that f of z equal to u plus iv. So what is the real part of this? Real part is u. So I am first starting from the inner portion. Here, this inner portion. Okay, so real part of f of z will be u. Next, what it is asked? It is asked mode. So if I take mode of this, then you get under root of u square. Next is what? Square of the whole term. So I have done here square of the whole term. Again this root and square will get cancelled. You will only get u square. Okay, and I am naming this u square as any function 5. Now what you have to do here is you have to find here del square upon del x square and del square upon del y square of which function? Of this particular function. So what is our function? Our function is u square, which I am naming it as 5. So first I will take del phi by del x. First time I am differentiating. Now we know that u is a function of x and y. Okay, u is a function of x and y. So now u in what will be the differentiation of u square? It is 2u. Okay, and what is the differentiation of u? That is ux. Now again I will differentiate this second time. So del square u and phi upon del x square. This 2 will be here as it is. Here we will use multiplication rule. So first u will be as it is. Differentiation of ux will be uxx. Now plus for second term will be as it is, and differentiation of first term will be ux. I am multiplying this 2 in the bracket. I have multiplied here. Okay, similarly we can do it for y. Just replace here y in place of x. So I have replaced here y in place of x. Now we know that function is analytic, therefore it is harmonic. So we can write uxx plus uyy equal to 0. Now again in Milne-Thomson method we have learned that f dash z can be written as ux plus ivx, and also by CR equation you can write ux minus iuy. If I take mode of this, then you can write under root of ux square plus uy square. If I square this function, you get ux square plus uy square. Now let us move towards back to the question. Okay, so see, our function was, this was our function on LHS side. In place of this whole term you can write u square. Again in place of u square you can write phi. Now I will multiply phi with this bracket. So you get here del square phi upon del x square and del square phi upon del y square. Now I will put both the values from the above solved equations in this equation. Now see, from this term and this term I will take 2u common. So you get uxx plus uyy, which is equal to 0. Next, from this term and this term you are taking 2 common. So you are left with ux square plus uy square. We have just solved above that in place of this whole term you can write f dash z whole square, and hence we have proved our given equation. Okay, so dear students, this was bit different topic of analytic function. We have seen various examples on analytic functions. So you must be clear with the topic analytic functions, limit and continuity. Thank you.